Okay, so I will be starting off. And tonight's training is a leadership training. Tonight's training is a leadership training. And as we all know, leadership is the highest paying profession in the world. So it's a leadership training. And like I said, leadership is the highest paying profession in the world. So if your desire is to be at the top, where you can influence people positively, then you need to pay rapid attention, because on this platform, you have an opportunity to be trained and equipped as a leader, and you can as well be an influencer. You can be an influencer, being able to influence people positively. And the beautiful thing is that as you do that, you can also be handsomely rewarded, because that opportunity is right here before you. And so, at times when you come around to speak of this, some people wonder why, for a company that is an AA rated company, that has the best educators you can think about on this platform, why does this company still, pays attention at developing leaders, influencers, and then they are now handsomely paid on this platform? Some people still wonder, is that necessary? Why should that be so? Well, let me let you know that I'll use myself as an example. About 22 months ago, almost 2 years now, when Dr. Rosemary Asufi called me and told me of this opportunity, we had worked together in a place, and I'd left the place to set up my own practice. So I'd not heard from her maybe in about 2 years. But because we had some good interaction while we were working together, she thought about me when she was thinking of people that could change their finances. And because she thought about me, she gave me a call. And because of that call, I'm telling you, the trajectory of my life has changed forever, and also for good. Before I came here, I was more involved in brick and mortar businesses. I was involved in piggery, poultry, crop farming. I was involved in quite a number of consultations to clinics, doing surgeries, and I've done some other businesses in the past. But you see, none of them got me to where I was going. I also have my practice, like I mentioned earlier. But when I came onto this space, it totally changed my world. Because look at the maths. When you earn in Naira, inflation continually makes sure that your money, the value keeps dropping every day. You now come to a platform where you can earn in dollars, which can now hedge you against inflation. And very importantly here, we have a system in place. A system simply stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. And because of that system in place, because of the ability to earn in foreign currency, some of us are living the better kind of life we have ever desired. Like I mentioned on the 8 o'clock call, for those of you who are not here, because of this kind of opportunity, because she showed it to me, today, money is not part of my prayer points. And we are just beginning. This platform has helped me that in 1 year of being an influencer, of being a forex trader, of being involved in the digital entrepreneurial space, what I earn in a month as a digital entrepreneur, just by being in this space in 1 year, is far, far beyond what I earn as a specialist doctor who has practiced medicine for 21 years. But imagine if Dr. Asufi never told me of this opportunity. I probably would still be crisscrossing the country with risks on the road, bad roads, you know, traveling to different parts of the country. Sometime before then, I was doing consultation in Ilorin, I was doing consultation in Warri. I still do consultation in Lagos, you know, all of this trying to make ends meet. Imagine if Dr. Asufi never showed me, I will still be doing that and ends will not meet. So what we are just telling you is that this is the reason why you show this opportunity to people, because you don't know whom this will change their life and change it forever. Someone was still getting in touch with me tonight, telling me that he doesn't even have money to go to work tomorrow. If you are the only rich man among 100 poor people, ladies and gentlemen, you are a poor man. So tonight, we are really going to go in depth on how you can develop your leadership skill and be an influencer that can impact people's lives by showing them this opportunity. I call it an opportunity of a lifetime. I know some of us are here, all we want to do is trade. Can you get a scholarship so that can help you to stay long in this business? Because you need about 6 to 18 months to allow that success to mature and materialize. Or do you want to go the full hog to build your business so that you can earn residual income every week? The choice is yours. But I want us to sit back, get our bios, get our jotters, and really, really take some notes and have an open mind, for the mind works best like a parachute when it's open. Don't close your mind to the fact that, oh, this is the only way I can make money. Tonight, we are also going to look at hard work versus smart work. So that is the intro I want to give us tonight, as I call Dr. Rosemary Asufi, who will be taking the next part, and that will be on the topic she will be taking. So can we put a CH10 as we welcome Dr. Rosemary Asufi? Over to you, Dr. Rosemary Asufi. Please put a CH10 on that chart. I want an audience that is participating actively. You know, let your vibration level go up so that you receive more than you ever desired. Over to you, Dr. Rosemary Asufi.
All right. Thanks to Onodipe for really every single thing that you do for the team. I remember speaking with you about 2 years ago about this opportunity, and I'm so grateful to God that you said yes, even though there were some things that were coming in the way at the time. But look how far we have come with this. You know, who would have thought that 2 years down the line you'll be educating, teaching people about the same skill, right? So for my partners on the call, everyone on the call, this is just to give you that encouragement, right? we all came in here knowing nothing about this space, but look where we are today. And of course, if it can happen for us, it can definitely happen for you. And I will never, ever, I'll forever be grateful to that patient of mine that showed this opportunity to me. And a lot of us are here today because this opportunity was exposed to us. So this is now time for us to actually expose this to others. And that's what this call is about, right? We being a positive influence on other people. So we're not talking about trading on this call. This is not a trading call. This is a call for leadership. This is a call that will build your belief. And this part of the business I want to bring out, right? Yes, is the building aspect of it. This is where you are sharing with others. And Dr. Nodikwe has so beautifully laid out the reasons why you really need to show this to other people. Apart from it, yes, being a business that is quite lucrative and you can really earn from, it gives you an opportunity to also impact other people, to actually help them. So we are going to go in depth about how to go about it, because a lot of people, you come in here and you're just, moving around, and the direction, the clear-cut direction is not there on what you really need to do. So that's what I'm going to be launching into right now. I'm going to be going right into it. But before we do that, I want to know, just drop a 1 on the chat box if you know you listened to the audio that we're asked to listen to today. You reached out, you got it, you listened to it. Put a 1 on the chat box. That was supposed to be a preamble to what is coming this evening. So let me know on the chat if you actually listened to it. Put a 1 on the chat box. All right, that is an audio from our coach and mentor, Sir Gary McSween. 7K, that's 7,000 to 7 figures in a year. And basically in that audio, all right, he was talking about how to really launch his business, how he launched his business to where he is today. This is a man that really did have, in fact, in that audio, he spoke about not having food to eat. He didn't have money for food to buy the essentials for his family 5 years ago. But today he makes over 7 figures, and he took us through the journey of how he got there. So yes, I see those ones on the chat. Awesome, beautiful. Okay, so yes, you will definitely go away with a whole lot of value if you listen to that audio. Even if you did not, then that means you need to pay very, very close attention to what we are going to be talking about. So we're talking about the art of launching, right? The art of launching your business. Okay, the art of launching your business. So now, like I said, we are talking about building here. We're talking about the business aspect of this opportunity, right? Where you are sharing the opportunity professionally with other people. You are building a business out of it. At the same time, you are also going to be impacting the lives of others, right? Okay, so you've not listened, very good. So you need to pay close attention here. Now, coming into this business, doing this aspect of it really you have to be intentional and deliberate about it, right? It's not something that you just do casually. A lot of us, yes, came into the opportunity. Somebody shared this with us. We said, okay, fine, we can come and learn how to trade and all that. Coming in, we now see that, yes, there is the aspect of residual income and business building. And we have all decided to get in on that, to do that, right? So a lot of people, most of the time, tend to do it casually. You just, call one person here and there. You reach out to this person here. You just mention it. Oh, I started this business. This is it. You just do it very casually, right? Now, that is the way of the amateurs. So if you want to get to the high levels here, if you really want to hit those big residual incomes we are talking about, right? We have different ranks. We're going to have a time to even break that down. But of course, we know we have the PV150, the P600, P1000. For you to get to those levels and get there fast, then you need to be intentional and deliberate about it. You need to conduct it in a professional manner. So the art of launching basically is you really starting, you are officially launching your business. And that is what Sir Gary Maxwell broke down in that audio, 7K to 7 figures. So he said, to do this thing, you really need to be intentional about it. You need to be professional about it. And it's not as difficult or as far out there as, some people may think. No, it's something that you just need to be purposeful about. So what's the first step in launching your business, right? So this is you now saying, fine, I'm taking this seriously. I'm doing this professionally. I'm treating it like a business. Because the truth is, if you treat this like a business, it can pay you like a very serious business, right? And unfortunately, the society, the norm, or what is popular out there is, this kind of business, when you mention it, some people tend to run away and all of that, right? They tend to, retract when they hear, when they see this, like influencer marketing. But I want to tell you that it's one of the highest paying professions in the world today. If you actually are intentional about it and you conduct it in the right manner with every seriousness. So what's the first step he talked about? So this is how you want to first of all launch your business. The first step is, yes, to do this opportunity, to build it, you need people, right? You need a network. You need people to share the opportunity to, right? So just write this down somewhere and never forget it, right, in your journey in this place. If you talk to a lot of people, you're going to make a lot of money. If you talk to a small number of people, you make a small amount of money, right? So just have that at the back of your mind. The more people you talk to, and of course, if you do it professionally and you conduct it right, the more money you're going to make. So the first thing you want to do, launching your business, you have decided to build this right. So you want to write down a list. You want to get a list, right? Like we have said, your capital here in this business is people. So you want to write a list. And you want to start with at least 150 people. You want to write a list of at least 150 people. And yes, when people see this, the first thing that comes to your mind is like, where am I getting 150 people from, right? Now, there's no adult right now that doesn't have up to at least 500 contacts in their phone. So that's where you can start, right? Thank God for social media. Thank God for technology that has just revolutionized a whole lot of things. So you are closer to people at this point than you think. So what you want to do is take out that phone, go through your Facebook, this is you being intentional about this now. And you're writing down names of individuals, 150 of them. That's where I would advise you to start, right? Get that list written down. Now, what are the kind of people you are looking for, right? You are looking for specific people. It's not just anybody that you want to share this opportunity with, right? Yes, it's good to write down the names, but then there are people that we call them the 5 checkers. What do we mean by that? You want people that are thinking like you, right? People that are teachable and coachable. That's the first thing. Somebody that is teachable and coachable. So these are the attributes of people that you want in your business, right? People that are teachable and coachable, people that you can give instruction to and they carry it out. From your experience with them, the people you have worked with, this is one of the qualities you are looking out for, right? The other thing you want in them is people that are influential. So these are the people you are going out for intentionally to bring into your business. People that have the ability to, to have some influence over, it could be their profession, it could be their position in the church, it could be even in your clubs, where you go to, right? You are looking for those top individuals. Why? Because they are the ones that have the potential to even move the crowd faster, right? That doesn't mean you're not reaching out to somebody you feel is not so influential, but these are the ones that you are, checking off on your list, right? Now, what this means is you see somebody that is coachable and teachable, somebody that is influential, right? Somebody that is a self-starter, right? Somebody that is entrepreneurial. And I'm going to give you a practical example of this right here on this call, right? A self-starter, somebody that is motivated already. And then, yes, you need money to sign up in this business. You want somebody that has the money to sign up. Because at the end of the day, it is a business, right? You are looking for those that actually have the money. So this is like your 5 checkers, right? These are the qualities you are looking for in a person that's in this list of people that you are writing down now. Now, that doesn't mean you're not talking to somebody that is not influential. That it just means that these are the ones you are going for first. They are like your A people. They're the first people you are talking to right away about this opportunity, right? So that's the way you want to categorize your list. You are looking for those that fit all this. Those are the first people you are talking to. Then if you have 1 or 2 that just fit 1 or 2 criteria here, or you have a few that just fit 1 or 2, then that's the next people you are talking with, right? Now, I want to tell you something categorically on this call. You know, when I saw this opportunity and I saw what it could do, what it had done for me, I must tell you that when I spoke with Dr. Onodipe about this, I know he's somebody I've worked with already. In fact, he was the head of what they call it now, is it human resources, you know, in the hospital where we worked. He was actually the one that called me to say, okay, Dr. Asufi, come and take up the job in this hospital, right? So I know that he already has an influence in his space, the way, you know, in his own territory there. He's somebody that is a self-starter. I know he's a serious businessman, a serial entrepreneur, right? We used to do, you know, transactions then on, was it pork? Yes, he has a piggery, so I used to buy from him. So I already saw all these qualities in him. And that's one of the reasons why I showed this to him. As in, those are some of the things I saw. Now I'm just trying to use that as a practical example. Those are the kind of people you are sharing this opportunity with. So they are like your A people, right? So you write down that list, you have that handy. That's the first thing you want to do, right? The next step in launching your business, right, is you now want to share the opportunity with them, but you are doing it in a professional manner, right? You're not just calling them up randomly and just inviting anyhow. No, you want to do what is called a business launch. A business launch is where you're inviting professionally all these people, right, to a meeting, right, where they can actually come in and see this information that you want to share with them, right? So it is not just you calling them randomly and inviting here and there. You want to be intentional about it and pick a day, pick a time. As a matter of fact, it's something you want to do 3 to 4 times a week. What that means is you are inviting these people, right? You're inviting them to a meeting that you set up with your sponsor, with your upline, with whoever is above you, right? You put this meeting together and then you're inviting these individuals to the meeting. And you can do it 3 or 4 times in a week because it may not be everybody that is available at the time that you may be fixing, right? So one way that I actually invite people to a call or to a meeting is, yes, I tell them, okay, this is something a patient of mine showed to me. They ask a lot of questions. What is it? How does it work? And all that. I'm like, okay, can you be on this call by this time on this day to hear this information in detail and see how it works? And you know if it's a fit for you. So that's one way you can actually invite people to come see this opportunity. So you are fixing this business launch in line with your upline, right? With your sponsor. As a matter of fact, you can actually do a flyer for it, right? Put a flyer, you can design a flyer, put your face, put that of your upline, you know, or your sponsor. I'm definitely there to work with each and every one of you. Put it on. So we all come on the call and we share this opportunity with your guests. So that is the way you build it. So a business launch is something you don't just want to do once, but you want to do at least 3 to 4 times in a week. This is the way to build this business and build it well, right? So this is the next step, the business launch. You are inviting them to see this information. And then the next step is what we call a 3-way phone call, right? 3-way call, what does that mean? A 3-way call just simply means you have shared this opportunity with them, right? Sometimes they may have questions, they have clarifications they need, they have some other additional information they want to hear. What you can do is connect these people you have shared the opportunity with your sponsor or with the person you're working with, right? In a 3-way phone call. Let me give you a practical example. When I saw this opportunity, when I shared it with Dr. Nodikbe Rada, right? He had some questions, he had a lot of, and me being still new in the business, I was like, fine, I have Chairman Obi, who is my upline here. He's the person I was working closely with. Why don't I call him in to talk with Dr. Nodikbe, which is what we did. So we did a 3-way phone call. So that just means I call Dr. Nodikbe up, I'm talking to him, and then I invited Chairman Obi on the call. I say, fine, this is a gentleman I worked with right here. We've worked together. He has seen the opportunity. He likes it, but he still has some reservations. He has some things he needs to know. Okay, fine. This is Chairman Obi. He has been here for 4 years. Yes, he has all the results that I'm still trying to get. This is it. I connected the 2 of them, and both of them talked. And there was one question Chairman Obi asked Dr. Nodikbe when he saw this, like, if you can pay 3,000 naira per day to actually learn a skill that will pay you for the rest of your life, would it be worth it? And so him hearing from 2 people, right? He's hearing from me, he's hearing from Chairman Obi. That just sealed the deal. So sometimes you may be talking to somebody, you may be, but they may not really click with just you alone. So you need the help. That's why we say this is a team effort. It's not just you alone, right? Working here. You need the help of those that are above you, the person you're working with. As a matter of fact, you should have a mentor doing this, right? You don't just want to be leading yourself because you are going to a place that you have never been. So you need to go with somebody that has gone there before so they can show you the road. If you get what I'm saying, put a 111 on the chat box. If you are following me here, just put a 111 on the chat box. All right. Okay. So this is the person you are working with, and you can do that. And that's the beauty about this space. We are very, very accessible. There are people I'm talking to, and they are giving me, asking so many questions. I'm like, fine. I call Dr. Luke on the call. Dr. Luke is also our leader here, the Chairman 25. And he always responds, right? He comes on, or Chairman Obi. So what I'm trying to say is that we are all reachable. So you can always reach out to any of us when it comes to a 3-way phone call, right? Okay, so that's the next step. And then, of course, the 3-way phone call definitely is there to seal the deal. But there are some people that may still be waffling around, they are still trying to make up their mind. I know people that I signed up 1 year after I spoke to them, right? Why was I still able to do that? Because of the follow-up, right? The follow-up. So this is a business, okay? You don't just talk to somebody once and then that's the end of it, right? It is said that the fortune is in the follow-up. Put that on the chat box. Just type that on the chat box. Fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune, the big money is actually in the follow-up. What do we mean by that? Following up on people that have seen the opportunity and they have not really made up their mind. Some of them may tell you, okay, I'm writing these exams at this time. Is at this time that I'll be ready. Or, I actually had a friend that wasn't ready at the time because his child was sick at that time. So he was like, fine, I cannot do it at this time. let's see what happens then. You know, I had another colleague too. She had seen my post on Facebook. She even called me. We talked about it. Then something came up. It was like 6 months later that she actually signed up. So that follow-up process must be there if you are going to collect the money, right? If you are going to, be in the game. The truth is, this thing is something you want to even look at long-term. This is something you want to be fully focused on. It's not something you're doing for 3 months or 6 months. In fact, there are people Sir Gary Maxwell talks about right now that he spoke to 5 years ago. and he keeps saying his follow-up game is on point, like it's on point. And the other thing too is you want to even run your business with a calendar, right? With a calendar, with a, where you can track your activities. Because this thing is serious business we're talking about. You can't just carry it all in your head. You need something you can write down, follow up. Somebody says, okay, we are talking on Tuesday or next week, and you don't have it written down anywhere. There's no schedule, there's no calendar, you forget it, and then you move on like that. No, you can't be casual about it all right? So follow up. So with this basic information, I want to keep it as simple as possible. This is what you can carry and start working with right away. So the next step is for you to just go back to your sponsor, go back to your upline, tell them, write down the list first of all, and then fix a day for the business launch and get it done. Just follow these 4 basic steps I've outlined right here, and you're already launching your business. And the next thing we are hearing is you're hitting the next rank, you're getting your scholarship, right? So this is the way you actually run it in very simple terms. All right, so awesome. So I'm just going to turn it back now to Dr. Onodipe. Put a 555 on the chat if you actually got value from this. Over to you, Doc.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Rosemary Asufi. Let the 555 keep falling in, because that has been an awesome presentation by Dr. Asufi. So we move on from there now, and some other things you need to do after you've done the follow-up is to get the person to commit and sign up. You see, some of us, we do this thing amateurly because we have now followed up. The person is ready to get started. Then you need to collect the money. You need to collect the money. So the person needs to get signed up. Person needs to get signed up, and that is very, very important. So don't go all of this she's done without getting the person signed up. Especially you've done the 3-way call, the person said he's ready to get started. Clarify with the person, do you want to get started? You want to get started tonight? These are the options, how you can make your payments. Send your transfer and let's get you started. That is not going to be darling and circumguessing the person. Ask a direct question, are you ready to get started? And let the person answer you, yes, I'm ready to get started. Then I'll send, these are the details you need to send. This is how you need to make your payments. Or if the person wants to register himself, this is my link. Go ahead and register. Will you be able to do that today? Okay, yes, I'll do that later today, maybe after work or blah, blah, blah. Okay, then if the person said after work and you've not seen anything, work has closed, you can still give the person, a little reminder later in the day. I hope there is no issue. I haven't seen your registration done, just some little nudging to make them cross the line. Because at times, some people at that level of crossing line, a lot of things keep going through their minds. So you need to just nudge them up a bit and help them to conclude, get signed up and get started. And once they get started, you need to introduce them to the products. And I have developed a 13-point guide that circulates on the group. If you have that 13-point guide, can you put it on the chat? Can you put one on the chat? You have the 13-point guide. put 1 on the chart. You were given a 13-point guide when you joined this business. Put a 1 on the chart. You were not given the 13-point guide. Put a 2 on the chart. Very quickly, so that we are sure that everybody is covered. So you have the 13-point guide you were given. Put a 1 on the chart. You don't have, put a 2 on the chart. Okay, so virtually everybody that has imputed something has. There are so many here. I can only see how many people respond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 response. Please, let's move. Okay. And if you don't have like Ubeta, get back to your sponsor and let them send you the 13-point guide. That 13-point guide is supposed to help people hit the ground running. And once you get the 13-point guide, you'll be given some instructions inside. What should follow should be your game plan interview. Your game plan interview, where the roadmap of you actualizing where you are going will be done. If you've had a game plan interview done, put a 3 on the charts, especially those that came in from January up to now. If you've had a game plan interview done, you've sent your 5 reasons for joining this opportunity, and after that, you have had some discussion with your sponsor or mentor or coach, and you've been given direction on how to achieve your goals. Put a 3 on the chart. We had quite a number of game plan interviews in the last 2 days. So put a 3 on the charts. And once the game plan interview is done, the roadmap to where you are going will be drawn up. And then the onus is now on you to make sure that you go ahead and, play your own role. A lot of people come here and think that it's their sponsor that will play a role. No. In fact, Dr. Asubi's sponsor is no longer in the business. So imagine if she was waiting for a sponsor. That means she won't move. Is it only one person that has done game plan interview? Is it only one person that has done game plan interview? Some of you want me to be calling you. I still did game plan interview in the last 2 days. Please, I want us to move sharp and fast so that we save time. Dimeji, you had game plan interview yesterday. I can't see your response on that chat. Same with Dr. Adigun. You had your game plan interview 2 days ago. I'm not seeing your chat. Melvin, you had your game plan interview yesterday. Same with Nambi has had his own. So put it on the chat. Same with Yomi Vigo. Put it on the chat, please. Let's move. Let's get feedback. And if you've not done your game plan interview, get back to your sponsor and tell the person that Dr. Onodikwe said that you need to do your game plan interview, and the person needs to, get that done for you. And like I said, some of us think that the onus is on your sponsor. No, it's your business. So the onus is on you to ensure that you get these things properly done. And from the game plan interview, you'll be guided on the trading part of the business, the timetable of the educators, and all of that. And then, of course, just like we discussed tonight, you would also be shown the roadmap for you to get scholarship. And I recommend that you should get your scholarship in your first week in the academy. And all you need to get scholarship is 2 people. And if you want to build your business, then you need to go up that list and get it done. If you just want scholarship, with a list of 20 to 30 well classified, you should be able to get 2 to sign up and you get your scholarship, if that's all you want. And if you want to build, you want to go to P150, in which you need to sign 3 people, then build a list of nothing less than 30. This should be minimum. You want to go P600, in which you need to sign 12 people, then you should build a list of about 100. You want to go P1000, in which you need to sign 30 people, then you need to build 150 to 200 lists of people. So please write down these numbers. These are some guides you can follow. These are some guides you can follow. So you sign 2 people, you get scholarship. That keeps you in school for 1 month. And then you ensure that those people stay in school, or you get some new people and you keep having scholarship to go on. You sign 3 people, you go on to P150. And if you take up the role of being an independent business owner known as IBO, if you pay your prescribed fee, which is $17, that's what it will cost for you to run your office. So you have a secretary, you have an accountant, you have a lawyer, you have everything for $17. If you do that and you sign people, then you earn $50 per person you sign. So on top of this 150, you have your fast start bonus for your referrals. P600 means you earn $600 a month. And that $600 a month is broken down to $150 every week. So we get paid every week. Tomorrow is Friday. It's another day we are going to get paid. So if you are P600, you have 12 people in your team, you earn $600. And if you are a P1000, you have P1000, you earn $1,000 broken down into $250 every week. So this is how you can earn some residual income on this platform, and you can put this money in your trading account. The reason why a lot of people come here, one, they don't stay long. In fact, those that don't build, their half-life or shelf life is 1 to 3 months. Because along the line, they see that they can't afford the subscription, they didn't get a scholarship, they didn't build, and then they pull out. If you just come in and then you are gone in one month or 2 months, then you've not achieved your reason for coming here. So I strongly recommend you get a scholarship. If you want to really do this thing as a business, then build it and earn some money from there. If you're P600, you've broken even, and then you have some money to put in your trading account. Some people put $20, $50 in their trading accounts, and during the game plan interview, they tell you that they want to earn $10,000 every month. Did you hear what I said? Some people put $20, $50, and during the game plan interview, they tell you they want to earn $10,000 every month from trading. Please, you need to come with a realistic expectation. So when you send your 5 whys or your 5 reasons for joining this opportunity to your sponsor, we sit down with you. We ask you, how much do you have to trade? And some people, $50, $100. Okay, fine. So we look through your 5 reasons for joining. And somebody says he wants to be earning $10,000 every month, and he has only $100 in his trading account. You can see that that is not realistic. So what may be realistic for such a person is to build his team. And it's a teamwork. So it's not only one person. When everybody works together, we are able to achieve that. So you sign 3, and those 3 sign additional 3. You have 12 people, you earn 600. You can now use about 300 to take care of your school fees and everything. And then you still have another additional 300. You can take maybe 200 of that, put in your trading account, and then you put $100 in your back pockets and tell yourself, well, the journey has just started. and then you look forward to higher ranks in the next month. And of course, yesterday I was asking one of my colleagues that a doctor who has done 6 years of medicine, 1 year of house job, 1 year of NYSC, that's another 2 years, who has done maybe additional 4 years to become a specialist. That is minimum of 12 years to become a specialist, not a super specialist. Not a super specialist, but a specialist. So a doctor who has done 12 years to become a specialist does not even earn $1,000 in Nigeria. But you can earn this in your first month of this business. You just must be ready to put in the shift. So make sure after this program, you are getting back to your sponsor and you are letting your sponsor know, I want to build my business. I want to get a scholarship and get, the roadmap of this done. Over this weekend, we are going to do multiple launches. So you need to send your flyer to your sponsor. We'll do a flyer for you, and we're having multiple launches this weekend. So you want to make sure that you are part of the launch this weekend, so that over this weekend, you can get a scholarship, you can hit a rank, and you can start growing your business. So I'm going to stop here for now, and it will be time for us to ask questions. You can put your question on the chat, and if you want, to speak, you can also indicate so that we will call you. So anybody that has any question, please put it on the chat, and let's get this done.